Good morning, Monday morning. Late for me this week, so morning shave or mid-morning shave, and going to be using Executive Man pre-shave with a bit of Parosso White, Yaki 24, and the razor indeed. So I'm sure as a razor enthusiast, straight razor enthusiast, or whatever you like to call it, we've all heard of the big names: Wade and Butcher, Phil Harmonica, Joseph Rogers, Hildestrand, just to name a few. You know, and you look and they're quite pricey sometimes, but you know, lovely razors. I've got a little Phil Harmonica in there, which is extra hollow, lovely razor. I got that off of John June, and John asked me if I'd like to try a razor, and it's a more obscure razor. It's a Marshall Wells, I believe it's American, vanadium. I don't know if you can see that. Marshall Wells. Whoops. Lovely little razor, to be honest, and I mean, it's ivory scales. Obviously they're quite fragile, as you can see. There's a little bit of bits and pieces, but you know, it's an old razor. So he's lined it, and if I can get this, I mean, look at that edge. How fine is that? So look, and it's, you know, it's not one I'd seen before. So of course I jumped at the chance to give this a try, and it may be something you might think about, because like I say, the bigger brands I've sort of noticed over the past 6 months, I think straight razor's taken a bit of an upward swerve, and the prices on them have rocketed. And Wade and Butcher's always been expensive, but like the Phillies and even you know, Joseph Rogers, for one that's restored, you're looking at well over £100, some a lot more than that. And this little razor, you know, I think it might be a good option. It looks good. I mean, the blade's lovely. Like a little square point. Don't know the actual size. I don't know how old it is. Maybe late 18, early 19 or something like that. I don't know. Something like that maybe, but I mean, it is a beautiful looking razor. And I suspect because it's not such a well-known brand, it might not be a budget buster. So enough of the chit chat, let's see how she performs. I'll get lathered up and I'll be back. And we're back. Yeah, Sterling Executive Man, Sterling soap's wonderful. For me, Executive Man's a dupe of Creed Aventus. So here we go. Marshall Wells, lovely little thumb. So let's give this a go. I didn't say I've got nearly 3 days of growth, so a fair bit. I don't normally do this, but this isn't my razor, so I can't put in water. but you can see there absolutely no problem whatsoever. Bit gross, but just wanted to show that it's taken the growth and no problem actually. Wow. Let me tell you. That is very impressive. Yeah. Whew. That is a fine edge. What I mean by that is just that the edge is fine. Like maybe even nearly extra hollow. Oh, I nearly run that underwater then, it's not mine. Almost, John, but I didn't. I'm highly impressed with that. That's mowing through. Very, very impressive. Wow. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but it's got a tiny little bevel. Very nice. And like I say, that's about 3 days growth. I'm speechless. I mean, that's ultra sharp, but very, very, very smooth. couple of little bumps here, so if there's a bit of claret, it's because I've got some bumps. That's my excuse. Not a very good one, is it? But highly impressive this is. Let's get that soap off my hands. Yeah. I'll tell you, the edge on this is immense. No, that's hard. There, rinse off, see how it is. Couple of bits I just need to tidy up, but that's my miss. Amazing. Nice. Whew. What an absolutely wonderful razor. Hope he doesn't want this back. So it just goes to show, you know, I mean, not to say the big brand names, and I'm sure as an enthusiast, if you're a straight razor enthusiast, you've seen them and gone, oh yeah, but they can be a price. But I'm telling you, that is a beautiful looking razor. But it's a very, very functional razor. Now, to be fair, I had a broken out wedge this morning normally. I don't, you know, I mean, everybody's got coarse beard growth, but I have some areas where I'm old and it's grey and it's coarse. that's got whiskers. Beautiful. Not easy for me because I don't normally do the tail off. But again, this isn't my razor yet. For some reason this morning I've got the fearsome shakes in my left hand. Which is making me wonder, should I? So I've got shakes. Let's go this way, right-handed, which isn't my dominant hand. Now, too shaky. people say that the hollower grinds aren't very good for coarser beards. Yeah, this flies against that, because I'm telling you now, that has mowed that down, no issues whatsoever. I'm not kidding you either. That's good. You know, I must admit, although I'm not a connoisseur of razors by any way, shape or form, but I'd never heard of that make. I mean, obviously it's got John's edge on it, which is always outstanding, but it's a fine, fine edge. As short as I showed earlier, you can see it's almost extra hollow, if not extra hollow. And I have got quite I wouldn't say it's an amazingly coarse, but it is a coarse beard, coarse in areas, especially after 3 days growth. Okay, now this is the one. Wow. I am digging that. Cream everywhere, never mind. That's amazing. What a wonderful razor. And I think it's right to, you know, line it, keep the scales as original as possible, because they are gorgeous. I think they're ivory, I'm sure they're ivory. I don't know why I've got so much shakes this morning, but too much coffee, maybe. So there you go. Don't necessarily always look for those big brands. There are some other more obscure names out there There are other more obscure names out there that make a fine razor, and that is one of them. Like I said, I would normally be reaching for a wedge to knock that off. Particularly here and here. Sorry, am I sticking my fingers up there? Sorry. Here and here are quite coarse on me. Okay, let's go for an against the grain. I mean, that inverted pass is against the grain on my neck anyway, but get rid of that. Sorry gents, I'm just get some more of that out to wipe the blade, and here we go. Against the grain up the neck. Huh. Not exactly a lot there left. Oh, that's good. That off. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm enjoying this. Right-handed. Sorry, a bit quiet. Right. 'Cause I don't want to go too far. 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 'Cause I lovely. Right, let's have a look. Caught myself. I know I had. Mightily impressed with that. Rinse. Dash a bit of alum around. To be fair, zero stinging. Or a tiny little bit, but I've got a couple of weepers there which I know I did because I didn't quite turn the blade enough. I knew I had as well. And I've got a little one on the chin, but there's a bump there. The two on my neck, which I thought I was going to get, I didn't. Okay, we'll leave that to set and going off camera a lot, am I? Sorry. So, let's give this a wipe. And give it a show. So again, Marshall Wells, vanadium, well, God's sake. Lined ivory scales, lined, it's a, God, I hate cameras. There you go, look, I mean, look at the edge on that. You can't see it very well, but it's very, very fine. What a wonderful razor. Thank you, John. So, I think for me that just goes to show, sometimes I mean, it's nice having the big name brands, but like I say, they can be quite expensive. And this is not one I'd heard of, but it's as good as many of the bigger known names that I've got, and I've got a couple. That's nice. Okay, a couple of little weepers there, but again I've gone the wrong way. I've gone the wrong way up the grain there, and a bump I've got knocked off there. But apart from that, That is a very close shave, very comfortable to be fair. Not too much stinging on the alum, and I really enjoyed that. Okay, so yeah, good little razor. No, not good, very good little razor. Nice. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll catch you again soon. Cheers, bye.